All right, folks, big happy Friday to you. It's a Friday night. It's about 8:30 p.m. March 22nd. Happy Friday. I'm just kind of winding down here. Chores were done a while ago, but I picked up a couple little stupid odds and ends. You know, we all got them. Just this, that, the other thing. But before we go any further, happy Friday. Uh-oh. Ooh, sometimes those taste better than none. Okay, what am I doing out here? We're gonna go for a little look-see, and then we're gonna have a proper shout out. First thing I'm doing here is I'm going through my tags, which I should have done probably about a month or two ago, but no harm, no foul. I am safe and sound. There's gonna be some eye rollers here watching this video possibly, and rightfully so. You need to understand that I'm very proud to say that, this is a smaller operation. A lot of you guys that, guys and gals that run hundreds and hundreds, just off YouTube channels, I could name names right now, which, more power to you. I think that's phenomenal. I can only assume, and this is an assumption, that tagging might not be your biggest priority. And understandably so, if I'm correct. Here, tagging is held with a high regard. Documentation, who's who and from what. That's the name of the game. And then, of course, color codes. I'll just explain to you my little regiment here, which might be a little analytical, but whatever. For example, here you have color red. These are for heifers, whether they're being kept or sold. I still got some low numbered red color heifer tags here because about 3 years ago I acquired 10. I only tagged 5. I got to tag the other 5 here coming up soon. So I got another good stack of 50 here. I'm fine for that. These smaller green ones, these are for when I was doing raising Holstein bull calves, or shall I say Holstein steers. These are obviously being kept because that is going to continue at some point one day. Red is for heifers. And of course I have green here. These are for steers. I have roughly... there's almost 100 count here, so I'm good for quite a while on those. Something a little bit new here. These are for bulls, and we're gonna explain that when we hop into the barn. Yeah, it's all about proper ID, identification, who's who and from where, from what. To include the paperwork, obviously, to follow it. But a happy Friday real quick. Again, we're going to head into the barn. I'm going to show you what's been going on. Not only are times changing outside, things are changing inside. So, could almost go on a tear. That tastes so good. Okay, with the weather change outside, there's changes inside. One of them being, we've probably hauled hundreds and hundreds of pails of water to these separated pens here with some smaller cattle in them. I guess you'd call them calves. Well, that's done. It's not all done though, because we had some pipe problems. The power of frozen water is, what it can do is just unbelievable. Simply started today, as you could probably tell. This connection here in cutoff, obviously this is new. That had to be replaced. That basically busted. That is the cutoff, obviously going to these 2 pens here. Believe it or not, surprisingly enough, this cutoff is fine, and it will not be touched. Now, these waters can be tricky. Both these waters had to be taken apart today, and for lack of better words, messed with in the inside. These haven't been in operation and have been frozen for at least the last, let's just say 3 months. Well, there's a rubber seal, rubber gasket in there that absolutely goes to hell if it's been sitting for months frozen. Both of them had to be replaced. They're now both in good working order, but just in case, let me make sure I shut that off again. Just in case, these cut off, they're being turned off. Not confident just yet. Last thing you want to do is go to bed at night and come on out here about 5:30 in the morning to a giant mess. As you can see with all the melting outside, the gutters are already experiencing a good amount of water. Last week they were damn near overflowing. What are we doing for that? Very simple. Twice a day during chore time. Just a simple, common, run-of-the-mill pump with the cheapest green hose you could ever find. Let that run for 30 minutes each time. It's amazing the amount of water that gets kicked out of here. It helps out because running the barn cleaner full of water, well, number one, you shouldn't do it. That can get tricky, it can get messy, especially out towards the discharge. Okay, if the time allows, tomorrow this side is going to be worked on. I don't know if you can see this. I sure hope that you can. Let me see in the phone here. Yeah, look at this. Look at that. That amazes me. That has to be replaced, which is going to be so much fun. Who knows what's here? We'll find that out. This was the first bad point here. Once that gets replaced, then we'll see about the rest. And if I had a $100 bill in my pocket, I bet you $100 that both water cups have to be torn apart, and the same rubber gasket seal is going to have to be replaced. So, and they're a little bit of a bear, but what are you going to do? So it is kind of nice. All the heat tape obviously has been unplugged for about the last 2 weeks. I do believe I'm going to leave the majority of it sitting. It's not hurting anything. It took quite a bit and hundreds of zip ties to get all that stuff there. It's not hurting anything. I am going to take down some extension cords and everything else, but the rest of it's going to stay up or stay attached because we're going to be going through the following thing next year. I had stated a couple times that the reason for these animals in the barn this year was because of a disastrous 2017 breeding season. Well, many of you are probably saying, well, you should have learned your lesson. You're not going to have that again. You are correct. That's not going to happen again. But one of the things I want to start getting into is a seed stock program. I'm going to start off extremely light this year, and I'm going to keep back. I'm going to see how I feel. I'm going to keep back guaranteed 5 bulls that obviously, and this is where identification comes into play, that obviously come from a good AI'd sire. I don't know. I'm going to see how I feel. Might keep up to 6 or 7. There's definitely room with the pens here. We'll see. My grand plan is, because I believe that there is a niche for that up here, because there's not many people that produce and sell that you can count on. Your herd bull, your cleanup bull. Even if you want to talk into getting into leasing, that is a possibility. If this goes well, which I won't find that out till next year, I could see a normal practice of keeping back 10 bull calves, some of the firstborn that come from good AI'd sires. And that's the reason for a precise little pickings of my semen stick purchases this year that we still have to do a dedicated YouTube video on, which we will, folks. So that's the grand plan. You know, other than that, this barn sits dormant. Grand vision is what we got going on here. Burnt out light bulb. That I can fix. Grand vision is to abide by this barn. This barn is worth a lot to, you know, for the right operation, what you're doing. Obviously, upstairs is the hay mow. That's worth a pretty penny to you to keep your, you know, especially for small squares, keeping them dry. This barn is not going anywhere. What I plan on doing is putting in, and this is going to be a bastard, putting in at least 3 more holding pens. What's the size? Couldn't tell you. Right now I'm just saying 3, maybe 4. I still have to keep the chutes open. There's one on each side. This area will not be disturbed. That is actually the AI box. That's where the, oh, for crying out loud, nitrogen tank is and all the sticks. This is kind of a nice commons area here. There are some vaccines and medicines and some other stuff in that cabinet. This area is staying. If I had to talk loosely, I could see this area having to all be dug up, removed, concrete even torn up, so we got a flat surface with a small little grade coming down to the gutters for fluid. I could see one there, and I could probably see another small pen here buttoning up to this one with a nice feed alley for them to share. I could also see another one here. I really could. Yeah. The need of these stanchions and stalls anymore, I hate to say it, I don't think it's there anymore. Unless I can conjure up some other idea, and you know what, I think they're over. I don't know. You know, you still got the elevator here for corn silage. I can see that being something going on next year. There was no corn silage fed in here this year. It's not worth keeping them going. It just isn't. But who knows what's going to happen. So in addition to the beef bulls, you know, Angus bulls, I could also possibly see some, you know, maybe a smaller group of heifers coming in here. I don't know. You know, there's going to be a time very much sooner than later where I'm not going to leave my front yard anymore. When is that going to be? That's undetermined. And getting up every morning and coming to the barn will be my sole job. So that's what this time is for right now, to just kind of figure this out. I'm speaking real loose right now, but it's practical. The barn cleaner is still in good shape except for the outside discharge area. That has to be tended to. It has to be tended to this year or this fall at the very latest. It is just absolutely falling apart. The rest of this barn is in good order. For the most part, you know. Not going to win any awards here, but I don't want any. So, all right, folks. Blah, blah, blah. Enough of that crap. It is Shout Out Friday. I've got one channel only for you this week. I wanted to shout this channel out last Friday, and I damn near did it. But obviously I was out in Phoenix, and I was kind of tied up busy and all that other jazz. Folks, we're going back to the Dakotas again. A lot of channels are coming on the Dakotas, and rightfully so. That is some beautiful country. I love it. I absolutely love it. We're going out to central North Dakota. Rocky Run Angus Ranch, all separate words. Rocky Run Angus Ranch. The good man that runs this channel, his name is Brenton. His wife, his son, and his daughter run this ranch together. They have a what he calls a smaller cow-calf operation. He's got 31 subscribers, which is phenomenal. And this is a channel why we do Shoutout Fridays. It's somewhat young in nature. 31 subs is awesome. Let's get on in there. Let's give this channel a good look-see. If you like what you see, let's add to the subs, comments, and just another excuse to have another good channel in our arsenal. YouTube farming family videos channels. So Rocky Run Angus Ranch. It's been a long day. It's been a good day. Long day. Rocky Run Angus Ranch. Please go check them out and give them your support if you like what you see. I didn't tune in a whole lot, I'll be real honest with you. I look forward to tuning in some more. So the rest is up for you folks to go take a good look. So that's about it. It's a Friday night. It's damn near 9 p.m. My day is done outside the house. I need to head inside now after cleaning up a little bit. And I need to tend to a few loose ends as far as some paperwork and some emails and all that other good stuff. But that's about it, folks. Big happy Friday to you. Hope all is well. Stay tuned tomorrow. I meant to take a video today of the bale yard, and I have my bale count and what we need to be safe now, and how this needs to be fed out for the next 2 months. And understand we're talking about corn silage coming in 1 month. So we're going to put a science to that, and I'll do a video tomorrow at the bale yard. I'll show you what kind of condition that's in these days. It's a world of difference, and we'll go from there. Have a great night. Talk to you sooner and later.